We gotta hurry. I'm feeling the dart.
Oh, God.
Are you kidding me, Jesse?
Oh, boy.
Yes, I'm kidding you. I just want you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait.
Okay, he's getting really angry. Anyway, this is 3 in a bed with our first episode.
Yeet.
How are we going, guys?
I'm doing all right.
Doing all right. So
I'm
we got
excited.
Torin and Jesse, and my name is Jamie. And we, the 3 of us, are 3 in a bed.
We are. Hello. How you living?
We're not actually in a bed. Disclaimer.
Oh.
No, I thought the original concept of this was because we were in a bed when we thought of it.
Wait.
Well, we were outside smoking when we thought of it.
I thought that was the joke. I thought it was meant to be like that, but that's okay.
Yeah, that was the joke, but we're not in a fucking bed, man. Bruh. I mean, we can be. I got a free spot.
Could you imagine us
can-
recording this in a bed?
When we do a video podcast,
Yeah.
it'll be in a bed.
Literally
we'll
from
have the
a bed.
microphones. Yeah, that'll be fine.
That's fine,
Anyway.
I believe.
What are we talking about today, guys? We're talking about some automotive industry stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about cars and shit, mate.
Sounds good.
Cars that go fast, brother.
Speaking of cars that go fast,
Yeah, what's going on?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, what about
Elon
him?
Musk.
So,
Yeah, nah, he's my boy though. All right, so I want to get some general opinions on Elon
I like him.
I like him overall, right? Because he's a bit of an entrepreneur. He's not just in the car scene, and what he's doing is quite noble. You know, he's trying to reduce greenhouse gases, all that lot. He just wants to get some cars out there doing good for the world, but they're quick at the same time, and I can admire that.
They're
Like,
very quick.
the
ludicrous mode.
Ludicrous mode.
literally ludicrous mode. Even the Model X. The Model X will for someone fact check me, but it's like 0 to 100 in 3.2.
All of them are. Every single model
Yeah.
that he's created is like, it's
Oh,
around the 3-second mark.
It's pretty quick, but
Wait, even the Model 3, which is like the cheap one?
No, it's not the 3 isn't the cheap one.
No, the 3.
The S is the cheap
the
one.
P100D is the cheap. P100D. No, I think it's
P100D is the fast one.
No, the most recent release was the affordable one, which is the Model S, which is about $100,000.
Yeah, the affordable.
Yes, that's what I mean.
100.
It's
Can you Google that? Because I'm 99%
We'll
sure
fact
the
check
Model
it.
3 is
Yeah,
a...
we'll fact check.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Put it in
Anyway.
the comments below.
Yeah. 99% sure the Model 3 is the cheap one.
Did they-
Either way, I think it was the most recently released one that
Yeah,
was,
that was
the
the cheap one.
economical
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
Why do you need economic? It's
Not when I say economical, I mean money-wise. It's
yeah.
not
I
as
think
expensive.
if you want an economical, electric car, you could buy a Leaf or you buy a Pulse. Or
buy a
whatever.
Prius.
Exactly.
Don't buy a Prius. Don't buy a Prius.
Drag
man.
grease in your Prius.
Do it. Put fat
That
fat
actually-
steelies on your Prius.
Yes, good point. You mentioned the drag race and Prius, Jamie. There's a little YouTube channel, 1320 Video. They did a small segment on a Prius over in America, and because it's America, they put a Hemi in it.
Of course.
Jesus.
They gutted it and they put this 400 cubic inch Hemi in it with a sequential 6, and it runs like 9-second quarter miles. It's
Oh
great.
my God, okay.
It's a big wank machine. It's got a giant bald eagle and it's all in like camo green.
Of course.
It's
Freedom.
fucking amazing. I
America,
love it.
freedom.
America.
Freedom. Okay.
Fuck yeah!
Now I want to see a monster truck Prius.
It's probably out there. If you want
Kind of
to,
makes me sick, but yeah.
if you want to see,
I'm
Torrent,
disgusted, but
you want to
aroused.
lift your 03 Lancer? We'll get onto that later. If you want to look at some nice lifted cars, just go Google image some badonks.
some badonks.
Some badonks. It's have you ever seen like those?
I feel
old
like you
school-
get different results if
Yeah, you don't want to be.
Okay,
American
safe-
badonks are different to Brazilian badonks.
Okay, safe search on, ladies and gentlemen.
Safe search
Safe
on.
search on, always on.
Remember that.
No, they're if you ever seen those like old school Cadillacs and whatnot, where they are like 3, 4, 5 feet up in the air and just those ridiculously big wheels with the super low profile tires, that is a badonk. They're
Okay.
just they make me sad internally because they're street legal. And a
Oh,
lot of,
wow, they're legal.
A lot of states in America, they are street legal.
Then again, like the legislation in America, I'm assuming, is much more lenient than what it
Oh
is in
my
Australia.
God! You only have to register a chassis, and you do it once, and do whatever
Jeez.
you want.
So Australian legislation for vehicles like that is pretty
we're-
ridiculous. Or
Queensland is the baby state. Australia.
well, New
Australia's
South
a nice-
Wales, Melbourne are ridiculous. Apparently,
They're
Victoria,
strict,
sorry.
But Queensland is the baby state. Like that. Like I like New South Wales, especially
50 years behind the others.
Yeah. No. It's. I remember when you mentioned that. When I went down to Bermagui, New South Wales.
Love Bermagui.
I heart Bermagui. Yeah, no, Bermagui. On my way down, the road rules the whole way down there. So you would have heard when you're learning to drive, you keep left unless overtaking rule, right? Yeah. So that's generally in zones above 60 for Queensland. And it's not enforced, it's more of a rule of thumb.
Yeah.
New South Wales, they slander that shit everywhere like it's World War II. Like
Wow.
propaganda.
Propaganda for some left.
I think you mean
Yeah.
slather that.
Whatever. No. Anyway.
Ooh.
But yeah, there's signs for it everywhere, and it's depending on the areas. Fines are in excess of $250, $270 if you are caught staying in the right hand lane,
Staying in the right lane.
holding up traffic, which is great because it means people don't want to go slow, right? So they do the speed limit. They don't do any more because it's so heavily policed. But everyone does the speed limit.
Is it though? Even around Bermagui?
Dude, in Bermagui, not so much because Bermagui is
It's
a town
quite
of like
out there.
it's about 2,000 people. It's a little tourist town that survives on the marlin fish. Lovely town, plenty of surfing spots, but all the way down, even in like the country back roads, it's very well policed. And they have this thing, average speed safety cameras. I just thought they were to see what the road's like, monitor your traffic, see what the average speed is, that sort of thing. No, they're speed cameras in disguise. They'll
Okay.
Take your photo as you go through the start of the speed trap, take your photo as you go out the exit of the speed trap. And they're generally about 500 meters long, right? And if your average speed between the 2 points is higher than the speed limit of the road, bam, fine.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, but it's better because if you need to overtake someone in that area, you can, and then you slow down. With Queensland, where you got static speed cameras, if you just blow past it because you're trying to avoid an accident or something like that, you'll still get a fine.
You'll still get it, yeah.
You'll still,
And you can dispute it, and most of the time with that sort of thing, you will actually get it disputed. From my experience with what I've been told, like that sort of thing.
Then
But
you
at
gotta
the same
play,
time,
like,
you got to go through all the process.
yeah, you got to go through the motions, and it's just a pain in the dick. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's Bermagui. Elon Musk, though.
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
What a great
Okay, so-
segue, boys.
So you guys generally like the guy.
I adore him.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
think-
completely adore him.
I think he gets a lot of shit. Really,
He does.
He gets way too much shit than he deserves. I mean, he's eccentric.
yeah,
no, we
that's
can all
obvious.
agree that.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's eccentric. Like, I really hate a lot of the flack he got for what I think is a joke on Twitter.
The weed thing.
Yeah, how he's like, oh, I'm going to start selling Tesla stocks for $4.20 a share. And it got picked up by major news articles everywhere.
I think
and he got
once-
a lot of
yeah.
shit for that.
Yeah, whilst I do agree, and I thought it was funny, and I think a lot of people thought it was funny, and taking a kind of outlook that's more professional, he does need to watch what he's doing because of his position.
Yeah, because he's such a big company, he has such a lot of influence. It's you can't go around making jokes like that. I mean, amongst people like us, like, yeah, bro, blaze it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's funny to me,
Yeah,
but from the professionalism side,
Yeah, you look at it from some suit pen pusher, it's like, yeah, he's
not
being
good.
serious. He's gonna melt my money.
and even then,
He
like his
technically
apology.
did melt money.
Yeah, well, he got in big trouble. I believe he stood down from chairman.
He did.
Is that right?
Yeah, he
Did
did.
he?
He resigned.
Oh, no.
He's no,
He was forced to resign in his situation.
he no longer is the head of Tesla.
Oh, that's
He's
interesting.
second in command, took over. I don't know his name, but yeah, Tesla Motor Company is going down the toilet generally, which is kind of sad.
Their
but
stock
really-
has dropped a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they'll still be around because they fill, for now, a niche market. But unless people start buying up that niche market, or they bring their prices down to make it more affordable, which is what we've seen they're doing, Tesla as a company is out the window. I don't think Elon's in too much trouble.
Elon
No
has
way.
backups on backups on backups.
Yeah.
No way.
Like his funds for Tesla were a bit out the window, but he's still got SpaceX. They could end up working with NASA. I mean, they already do, but they could end up working full time. You don't know what's happening. We're still supposed to be going to Mars in 2020. If that all goes well, could get a lot of government funding. But generally, overall, Elon Musk, I really think he just gets too much hate.
Yeah. So I guess if I was to, I do like him as a person.
Yeah.
And I think his attitude is good.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, from the professionalism side, he needs to watch what he's saying because
Oh, absolutely.
he's in such a position of power. And with the amount of people, even our age, that follow the guy, like I'm a bit of a Twitter user and I use Twitter quite a lot now with my industry. And it's such a big thing to see that sort of thing happen.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I think his comment when he was called out for it from the news corporations was that, sorry, I was high. That was literally what he tweeted. something like, he literally just tweeted back. He must have still been high when he tweeted that because that's not exactly a good response to news corporations.
Oh, absolutely not.
So I think he just needs to watch what he's doing. But at the same time, I like the guy. I think he's great. He is a big entrepreneur.
He's just groovy, bro.
Mm-hmm. And like, have you seen the little flamethrowers? The not a flamethrower things that he made?
Yeah,
those are boring company flamethrowers. And what I was going to say is, I think that Elon Musk could literally make every bad decision, in a corporate standpoint, but like he still owns Boring Company entirely. And even though they've only made 2 products, the flamethrower and something else, that he has enough money just from that single one company to live on for the rest of his life. So he could, gift SpaceX entirely to someone else. I think he has some PayPal stock still.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So he's still completely...
he'd be dumb to get rid of it all.
Absolutely out of his mind, rich on all of that.
So
even if he got rid of it all, he still has the Boring Company.
Yeah, he might end up with a bad name, but if you got money...
Doesn't matter.
Money makes the world go around. Yeah. So, I mean...
I thought the kind of angle Torin was taking there was that he's... Elon Musk, he can sell everything, he can lose everything, but he's still Elon Musk.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. He's still a fucking baller. Fucking love the man.
He tweets anime girls on Twitter, and I love him for it.
He's a fan.
Absolutely.
There was... what was there recently? Someone asked him what his 10 favorite animes are, and he actually just listed top 10 for him.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. And
he's in with the young crowd.
And that's it. He's very responsive. He doesn't take on that typical businessman look. He doesn't have that same outlook that all of the other people in the same industry would.
Bureaucrat pen pusher.
No, he is not.
Do typical bureaucrats go on Joe Rogan? Don't think so.
No.
Do they go on Joe Rogan?
He was on
smoke
H3H3 as well, if you haven't seen that.
Oh, guys, this is our podcast. We're not supposed to be plugging everyone else. Hey, while we're on the quick subject to plugs, Jamie, what's that Twitter handle of yours, bud?
I changed it today, actually.
Yeah, what is it? Tell the people. What is it? Let them at you.
I don't know if I want that.
You don't want free exposure?
My Twitter handle is Alex J. Cullen.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
While we're doing plugs, I want to plug University of Southern Queensland right now.
Hey,
thanks for letting us use your podcast room.
I'm sure we all appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the thought, Torin.
We do appreciate it very much.
Moving on though, we're talking a little bit about Teslas, which we already hit on, but more so electric cars now.
Yeah.
So I think from as much as we were saying Tesla stock was kind of plummeting, like it's not doing so well. From my perspective, I feel like Tesla should start a new generation of other companies starting to do electric cars.
That's already happened.
Yeah.
Not as much as we want it, but it has started. So I think Tesla did start something.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. So there are electric Porsches, like really. So I think the market demographic that Tesla really hit on was a high-end electric car.
Absolutely.
And then post Tesla, post like 2016 or so, we've seen those high-end electric Mercedes and the high-end electric Porsches, which are literally, $1 million or $500,000.
Yeah.
But they exist now, and they didn't exist 5 years ago.
That wouldn't have happened without the push of Tesla.
Exactly.
And even before then, the P1 came out as a hybrid. So did the what was it? The Porsche Carrera GT.
GT, yeah.
Come out as a hybrid. I mean, granted, the P1 is a screaming turbo V8 hybrid, but
it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. I mean, if McLaren has the balls to put an electric engine in their flagship's hypercar, I mean, that's saying something. Same with Porsche. If they've got the balls to put one in a Carrera GT just to say, hey, look, electric cars aren't as fucking nerdy as the Prius, we can be cool too.
I do, yeah. No, I understand. I do want to see some more, I guess, not a hybrid. I want to see consumer-grade, fully electric cars. Yeah. And when I say consumer-grade, I mean like a fucking Camry. Like a Camry. There's a lot of hybrid Camrys, don't get me wrong, but a full-on electric Camry.
Yeah. No,
something like that would be awesome to see.
See, there's two major issues when it comes to electric. Well, three, 2.5, I guess. Anyway, it's the manufacture of batteries is the first point I'll hit on. Manufacture of the batteries, especially the types of materials they use in, and the lithium and the iron, they've got to come from somewhere, right? And this is what the people making the Prius got into a lot of shit for a long time. The manufacturing process of the batteries is more harmful to the environment. Fact check that, however you wish. But it's more harmful to the environment of just giving it an efficient petrol engine. The manufacture of one Prius does more harm than a petrol engine would do in its life. And that's the real big issue. The second issue with batteries is their longevity. deep cycle batteries, all that sort of current generation battery stuff it's got a very short expiration date. Batteries can lose charge quickly if they're not looked after properly. They will just not retain charge, and they discharge too fast. Like even the best Teslas are only getting 1,000 kilometers range.
Yeah.
Right? My BMW from 1999 will get 850 kilometers to a tank of fuel. Difference is, I can stop at any regular fuel station, put at least 95 rated fuel in it, and go for another 850 kilometers. Tesla has to stop at an electric charging station, which are not common, and charge for 17, 24 hours, however long it may be. That's just a big bummer when you're trying to go on a groovy road trip, bro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you had to pull over in your combi for a day and wait? We're trying to make it a Coachella, brother.
That's a good point. Like if I had a Tesla, there's no way I'd be able to do another drive to Darwin.
Just Just another quick little shout out. The University of Southern Queensland has a Tesla charger here.
Oh,
So
eight.
yeah, no. But as a side note for that sort of thing, I did notice a while ago, and it is a little bit unrelated, but there is a guy on the Gold Coast.
I gotta hear this.
There is a guy on the Gold Coast with a Tesla Model S
Yeah.
that has installed solar panels all over his car and not charged his car in weeks.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tesla. Well, certain companies out there, but Tesla, I believe, has started to do that.
In their own models.
Yeah,
now.
in their roofs, they have integrated. It's similar to a solar panel, but it's integrated conductive material. Well, not conductive, but photoconductive rather. So just
Thermoconductive?
photoconductive because it's light. That's a solar panel. It uses light energy. But anyway, it literally just you drive around and it'll give a little bit of charge. It's the same with similar to how KERS works in Formula One cars. Kinetic energy recovery systems, like on braking and whatnot. So you brake and it runs a little generator and that force charges the battery. They need to make that more implemented, but big thing is production costs. They're just too damn high. Why do you think a Tesla costs $100,000?
Yeah.
They're not making a lot of money on their Teslas. That's part of the reason why Tesla Motor Company is going through the floor. Mm-hmm. Not enough people are buying them, and they cost too much to manufacture.
I don't know about the not enough people are buying them because they're out of stock constantly, and they actually have to be sent out. And that's my dad was saying he was looking at getting one, and there is a year wait.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Waiting time because there's so many people in a queue to buy it.
That's true, but
So they are popular. But with the resource required, they can't pump them out fast enough.
That's what I was going to say. With resources required to actually pump out a Tesla, that's another part of the big bottleneck. They are decently popular, but again, how many times in a day are you going to see a Tesla versus a Camry? Right? Just about any person will look at a Camry and be like, oh, I can get that. They don't have that sort of popularity. Yeah. Nice little plug for Toyota there, even though.
Well, they do. Yeah, that's another thing with the Camry is people are just like, oh, Camry, reliable.
Yeah, because it's a Toyota.
It's not going to die on me ever.
Yeah.
And you get a hybrid, and you're like, oh, it's not going to die in general.
Yeah.
I feel like people have that expectation on every car. That's sort of
Toyota.
New and over $50,000.
Anything new in Japanese have a.
Come on now, let's
just an abbreviation, guys.
Whoa!
Not an insult, just an abbreviation.
Yeah.
Nippon cars. JDM, bro.
Wow. Japanese domestic market, brother. Yeah, no. They're good at making cars, man. So are the Germans, brother. I mean,
Volkswagen,
yeah.
If someone says Italian cars, we have the full entente.
Italian cars are not reliable.
You wouldn't get a Maserati.
I feel like
I would not get a Maserati. Have you seen the amount of badges? I pulled up next to.
I don't like them.
Yeah, me either. No idea what model it is. I don't know Maseratis because, I mean, why would you?
Not a fan.
Suck dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, I pulled up next to a fucking Maserati, and I shit you not. So, you know how sometimes a dealership will give you apparel with their branding on it? Like, you'll get a hat that says Maserati or whatever. This guy had 2 of those hats on the back parcel shelf, and then the car itself had 2 Maserati badges on the boot. Each wheel had a little Maserati badge on it. There was 2 badges on each rear quarter panel. There was a like a lift up bonnet emblem. Then there was one in the grille, and then the front quarter panels also had Maserati badges.
I think
They just really want you to know it's a Maserati, and that makes them look like a fucking douche canoe.
They're like the Apple of phones.
It's
Pretty-
just they're just so proud. They're like, look at my heritage. Ooh.
I want
I
to
just
say that
don't
it's
care.
like you're too proud to be too poor to not own a Ferrari.
Right? It's
What do they refer to Lexus as? A rich man's Toyota?
yeah. Well, it's a good little side bit of history.
I'd rather drive a Lexus than a Maserati though.
Yeah, see,
I would.
Here's a bit of nice side history. Part of the reason why that comment, it's a rich man's Toyota, is legitimate is because it is a rich man's Toyota. Lexus is a Toyota-owned company.
Oh, okay.
Back in the 90s, when the Japanese domestic market was trying to get more into the consumer scene, they wanted to make luxury vehicles because everyone knew them for their little cheap Econo boxes, you know? They wanted to get into the luxury scene to compete with people like Cadillac and that sort of thing. So 3 major companies, Toyota, Nissan, and I can't remember the other one. I believe it was Mazda, maybe. I can't remember. They did their own offshoot luxury brands. So Lexus is Toyota, Acura is Nissan, and whatever the third one is, no one cares. But
Infinity? Or is Infinity German? I don't know.
No.
Infinity isn't German.
No. Infinity might be Mazda.
Yeah, I think it
that's
is.
what I'm
It's
thinking.
like
That's what I
quite a
wanted to
Mazda
point out.
shape when you see
Yeah,
them.
I think
Yeah.
Infinity is Mazda.
But they're overpriced in garbage.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not a fan, dude.
That's why you can get. Have you ever seen the Land Cruisers with Lexus badges?
Oh god, no.
No?
Yeah.
That kind of sounds interesting, actually.
Yeah,
don't think I've ever seen
just
that.
it's a beefed up Land Cruiser with like full leather, everything, electric,
Ooh.
everything. You can get a Toyota Sora as a Lexus, which comes with like a big boy V8 instead of a small
Oh my
boy
God.
V8. Yeah, Toyota Sora is a mad
Angry boy.
cuss.
Andrew.
Automatic only though. They never released a manual
Okay.
Lexus
Sad
Sora.
times.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting to that sort of era now.
yeah.
Sadly, I mean,
everything's-
I currently only have my automatic license, but I do want
Fucking
my manuals.
useless pleb.
Dude, I want my manuals, and that's what I'm going to get
Yeah,
soon.
well, do it. Because what happens if you get into an emergency
I'm getting my heavy combination
situation?
truck license
Nice. That's
Why?
cool.
because
Okay.
I'm getting it for free. And at
Okay,
the same
I was
time,
gonna
I get
say-
my manuals at the same time on the license.
I was gonna say, like,
It's expensive.
neat side note. Why the hell would you need an HC?
Dave's just doing it for me for free.
Fair.
So, But I get my manual license included in that. So that's what I'm going to go for. But yeah, I guess going into that sort of topic is, you know, in the next 5-10 years, they're getting pretty phased out.
yeah, that's. I wouldn't say it's that soon. I'd say definitely within the next 20.
It's only going to be
cars.
enthusiasts really with
Well,
manuals.
right now it pretty much is only
Mm.
enthusiasts. The exception to the rule is Econo boxes.
Okay.
Because it's a few simple reasons. Manuals are easier to work on. They're cheaper to work on. They're generally more reliable. They're lighter. They require less parts. The downside is you have to drive your fucking car. You don't have to just mind-numbingly go from A to B. I mean, I feel like I can speak somewhat authoritatively on the subject because day to day, I drive a 2017 Isuzu D-Max. It is our delivery ute, the company I work for, and it's a piece of shit. I won't name who I work for, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's a 4-cylinder turbo diesel, just an economy turbo, no big boy boost, no Stututu or anything like that. But it's gutless. The transmission takes about 4 fucking dog years to change gear. The sports, air quotations, mode is dog shit. It's fine if you're hauling stuff from point A to point B, which is, technically what I do, but I don't enjoy it. And I think that's the main reason behind why I daily a manual.
So with transport types, it's kind of like everyone's going towards SUVs and stuff now, right?
Yeah, no, it's general consumer base is pretty divisively one-sided at the moment. You've got your general 4-cylinders. 4-cylinders are notoriously efficient, cheap to make, easy to work on. That's why they dominate the market.
Dominator.
A domination. An enemy is dominating. Anyway.
They are the enemy.
They are the fucking enemy, man. I just want to drive a fucking
not a
groovy
fan.
Beamer.
Not a fan of SUVs.
Not a fan. The reason they're dominating is because SUVs, pretty simple. They've got plenty of internal space. They're a little bit lifted, so if you have a driveway with a fucking leaf on it, you can drive up it. And soccer mums love them. They feel like they have a big presence on the road. They don't feel scared by trucks, that sort of thing. At least that's my opinion. There's no scientific backing for that. But the problem with them is they're just overblown hatchbacks, which is the other kind that you find. Hatchbacks are your little small O'Connor boxes that have been around since the early 70s. The moment someone realized you can make a car for cheap that's small, probably because of the Morris Minor and like the Mini Cooper S and that sort of thing. The moment they realized that, they just started pumping them out, because you pump them out for a third of their cost and you sell them and you just roll in the profits. And people love them. You get like 500 Ks to a tank of fuel, costs you $30 to refuel, just like your Lancer Torrent. It's just a little.
I know, it's an O'Connor box.
It's a cheap little O'Connor box. And they're adorable. They're easy to drive. They're non-intimidating. Easy to work
mine's
on.
not intimidating anymore.
Okay, well, I think that might be a good spot to talk about Torrent shitty rims.
All right, let's roll.
I was hoping this day would never come.
All right. So
okay, what did we do yesterday, Jesse?
Do you want to explain your car a little bit and just a bit of your car history for us, Torrent?
All right, let's do car history. So.
Yeah.
I'd say the Mitsubishi Lancer 03 is technically my second car, and I used to own a beautiful, lovely Volvo V4 S40 rather.
Ooh,
5-cylinder.
Ooh.
5-cylinder.
5-cylinder with a cheeky high range turbo. Very nice. Only activates after 100. After you put your foot down on 110, you get that nice.
You gotta love those opposite turbos and those fucking.
They don't
plane
help you
engines,
get
brother.
there.
They don't help you
They're
get
just
there.
over the top.
Absolutely.
It's made for highway cruising, which
exactly.
is yeah. But I'll let you explain.
I love that thing. It had the nicest speakers I've heard in any car ever, even though they were stock. And now I don't have it anymore. I gave it to my mother, and now I have a Lancer, a little cheeky grey, silvery Lancer 03 runabout. It's a sedan.
Google it, you'll see it.
Sad Dan.
It's a sad Dan. I love it.
So yesterday we decided to spice it up a little bit.
Oh boy, did we ever.
So we put some teal. So I had some crappy like plastic wheel covers and it just looked gross. So what I decided to do was bust them all off and paint the Steelies this lovely sort of sea green teal. It's fun. I love it. I'm catching a lot of crap for it, but
I saw them. It's
a look.
It's bearable.
It's a 30-foot mod. No, it's honestly, I admire your passion. That's a big thing for me, car passion. You're passionate about it and you enjoy it. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Really, if you've got nothing nice to say about someone's build, say nothing at all.
And fuck off.
Exactly.
And fuck off.
I'm happy that I'm going to look completely different to anyone else on the road. My car is now...
You most certainly will.
Exactly.
Look different to most sane people. Anyway.
The other thing we did is we put in a cheeky little $50 air filter. A cheeky $50 pod filter.
Yeah, I was going to say, we want to mention that it looks like a fucking ice cream cone.
And now the car's gone from it almost used to sound like a diesel. It was just sort of low and rumbly all the time, and now it's a bit of a hoonmobile. But goddamn, do I love it! I love my hoonmobile box so mad.
Okay, so everybody out there, I know you've never heard Torrent's specific car, but you have heard Torrent's specific car. Just think, Macca's drive-through, 3 a.m. There's a bunch of plebs in a P-plater car, and they roll out of the driveway, and it sounds like a bunch of angry bees in a tin can. But not like the good rotary angry bees, like the shitty like
the bad quality
kind of
bad quality microphone kind of thing.
Oh yeah. It kind of just sounds, like you fucking put a pod filter on a what
2.4. It's a 2.4 4-cylinder.
Oh, 2.4. That's actually big capacity for that little car. That's crazy. Probably why it goes.
It's an Evo engine, bruh.
Such hectic peggies. One tire fire down the main.
Yeah, bro. That 9.5 0 to 100.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Do some manies in my Beamer, bro.
I cannot wait to drive it more often.
What about your head unit, brother?
The head unit that you can't fix.
I don't think
the
God
old
could fix it.
The old eBay head unit. Look, I think I'm just gonna let it go.
I
I
think,
think I'll just go get a new Sony one. I don't want the eBay head unit anymore. It's
No.
not working.
I thought the display was broken on it, Jamie. Right? I thought the display.
No,
was
no.
because I plugged it in, and you know how like when a LCD screen's dying, you just get random colors.
And like almost like a pixel kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how it's designed. It's
Oh.
it's meant to look cool. Apparently.
2003 was so edgy.
No, this is a new one. This is an eBay one from last year.
Oof.
It probably costs like
2017 was so edgy.
oh. It was. That's when I
Alright.
started listening to Census Fail.
Oh boy.
I think yeah, that's a good wrap up of my car history. I'm gonna fling it to you, Jamie. What have you been
Oh yeah,
driving?
you've got a pretty colourful history, brother.
Colourful issue. Oh yeah, no, some colourful issues, if you will. Yeah, I started out. My first car was a Toyota Starlet 1998 model.
Oh, the harlot
The Starlet, you know, the Starlet Johansson. She was.
Ooh.
Um,
Was she red?
no, it's just white.
How's
Scarlett Johansson is white,
like
dude.
the worst one I've ever seen.
No, she's been flayed.
Oh my god. But anyway, you know, I had that one for quite some time.
You did.
It never really. It was a Starlet. It was a shitty little kind of bomb of a car, really. But I never had anything wrong with it. It served me well.
You know why? It's a fucking Japicona box.
Exactly.
Why do you-
Toyotas, man.
We
Why do you
swear
think
by
the
the
market's the way it is?
We
But
swear
anyway,
by the Econobox
Anyway,
seal.
like you know, like the Toyota Starlet. I never had any issues. I think I bought it from a guy down the road.
of course you did.
He had his own mechanic sort of business.
Oh, okay.
But so he
That's
said,
Jared, wasn't it?
I think his name's Jared or something
Yeah,
like that.
it was Jared.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So whenever he wanted me to, when I needed to get it serviced, I just took it back to him,
Yeah.
and he was happy with that. He was happy to keep it going, and that it was nice and affordable, and he was very friendly to me. So
What a lad.
he was really good, and he lived literally a street away from me at the time. So yeah, that's when I had the Starlet, and you know, I had that for a few years, and then I happened to, for whatever reason, not claim my tax for 4 years in a row.
Nice. Good one.
So yeah, I just didn't claim my tax for 4 years, and then 1 year I decided, tax claiming is a thing. So I claimed it and got 10 grand.
Holy.
And then I bought Harold for 5. When I say Harold, I mean a 2006 model Honda Accord.
Oh, big boy.
He was a big boy. He was beautiful.
Nice.
Lovely beige leather interior.
The black on beige. Just
I
like
think I
the
got in
Beamer.
that. Yeah, I think I've been in that car before.
Have you
Yes,
seen
you
the
have.
Have you seen the photo of us like squatting on it and I'm vaping?
Yeah.
I love that photo.
That photo's great. It's Malcolm's profile picture.
I
at the
know,
moment.
it's so pleb. I love it. You can't see my face; it's covered by vape.
It's covered in vape. But yeah, no. So that was the 2006, I believe, Honda Accord. It was black, very classy looking car. I really like it. I really did like
Classy.
it.
That was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, very nice inside. Had a nice premium Honda sound system in it.
Heated seats.
Heated seats.
I
There was
missed
seat
that.
warmers in it. Yeah, and lovely beige leather interior. And I think it had around 180,000 Ks on it, which is not bad
For its age. It's
for
not
its
that
age.
bad,
Because it was
it's literally just a touring vehicle, so it would have just been used for highway pulls.
highway pulls. Yeah, but yeah, no, that was my second car. That was my first kind of my choice kind of car, not just like the bomb sort of Starlet thing. And that was lovely. I never had any problems with it until I had my car accident. So in that accident, it was hit in the side towards the back by a truck. And
Not your fault.
pushed off the side of the road a little bit.
Impressive.
So this specific incident was about to cost, like, I bought the car for $5.5 grand, I believe. No, sorry, 5,000, roughly about 5,000. And the repair costs when they came back for that first accident were like $11,000, I think.
Oh, man.
So it was pretty much a write-off. But
Yeah.
then I spoke to some close people who were mechanics and panel beaters, and they said, no, we'll fix it all up for $2.
Yeah, bro, we can dodgy it up. We'll just use.
But
some
there was
combo panels.
nothing really wrong with it. Just cheaper parts that looked the same, really, honestly. And it was about $2 grand for repair costs. So I paid that, and that was all fine. Back on the road with Harold, and then had another accident. Harold,
Oh,
he was kind
boy.
of cursed, and that one was at the very front, and it fucked the radiator completely. And therefore was going to cost another $11,000 to repair, roughly.
Just for a radiator.
Radiator, and there was some internal, I can't remember exactly, but there was
if
further
it's-
damage into it.
I was
And
gonna say if it's front end, you'd probably snapped a mount or a K rail or something.
yeah, it was quoted about $12,000. So at that point, I was like, I'm not going to spend more money on this. It needs to go. So I took it to the wrecker, and he drove it down the ramp with me in there, and he's like, man, such a nice car. Even drives so nicely right now. It's not so nice inside, and I'm like, yeah, I love it. And he goes, I'll give you $300 for it.
Dude.
Yes, that was lovely. But yeah, that was Harold gone forever. And it took him to the wreckers, and he was gone for $300. And then obviously because I needed a new vehicle, I bought my current vehicle, which is a 2002 model Volkswagen Golf.
Yeet.
Which is actually, believe it or not, the fastest car I've owned. Much faster than Harold. Very quick, very fucking quick, and not many people expect it because of its appearance. Because of its appearance, it's like a 2002 model. It's not so.
What model is it? No, not year, but what type? I guess.
It's just all I know is that it's a Golf. It's a 2002 Golf.
It's not Golf. A GTI or anything.
No, not a GTI. No. If it was a GTI, dude,
you'd know.
Wouldn't have been $4,000. So I bought this for $4,000.
If it was a GTI, it wouldn't be. Oh wait, no, you're on your opens now.
Yes, I've been on my opens before everyone.
Yeah.
Other than Danny.
Yeah, well, she's a fucking nerd.
Got him. Shout out.
But yeah, she can drive manual and has a manual license.
That's true. I'll get one soon. That's okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm up to the Golf at the moment. But now that we've summarized to the point that I'm at,
yeah,
where are you
Should
at,
I explain
Jesse?
what I'm doing?
Oh,
every time we're laughing, so I have our little Apple Air keyboard over here, and every time we make a joke,
he's pressing F to pay respects, brother.
Okay, that's fair. It's
good. It's a good bit of
physical. Joke's a lot less good when you explain it.
Yeah, when I find a little tapping sort of sound in there, I know what's going on at least in the edit.
Yeah, and you won't edit it out. now the viewers will know, or the listeners rather.
Thank you for filling them in.
Yeah. So whenever you guys hear, just that I'm hitting F.
That's what we know.
All right.
Okay. What about you, Jesse?
I've had a colourful one. Can I include my two blacks?
Yeah, I was going to say that counts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, they're not cars, but so I learnt to drive in a V6 VN Commodore. My mother taught me at the age of, well, she didn't teach me. She sort of just like, get in. At the age of 13 on our property.
King of Roy?
Loving
relationship. No, not King of Roy. When I was living at Quincy Creek, just up the road from Maddie, actually.
Okay.
But, you're an idiot. But yes. Anyway, when I was living in Quincy Creek, we had 8 acres. So she's like, take the car around for a spin. So like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. It was an automatic. I could barely reach the pedals. And yeah, I slammed the accelerator because I didn't know how sensitive accelerators were and nearly put it into a tree sideways at 65. That was my first ever driving experience. Then I learnt to drive in a V Commodore station wagon that was straight piped.
Of course it was. Fucking bogans.
I've never heard something more Australian.
Straight.
I learned to drive and
straight pipe combo, bro.
That makes me sad that I learned to drive in Commodores. They're fucking shit. Anyway, so yeah, I learned to drive in that. But my first car that I bought with my own money was actually... I don't even remember what year model it was, but it was
Sexcel, dude.
It was a Hyundai XL, brother.
Sexcel.
The Sexcel in this nice, really faded metallic green with no roof paint on it.
I still remember that beautiful car.
Oh yes, we drove it home and parked in the front yard until we went to get it registered, and then it never moved again until it went on a tilt tray. Because it had a stuck valve, which is just more money than what it was worth. I paid $500, and it wasn't roadworthyable because it had a crack in the dash. I didn't know shit, and I was just too quick to buy a car, so I bought a lemon. So I went on the tilt tray for $50. Then I bought a little 1.3 liter Ford Festiva WD for your subtype there, Torrin. And that thing was fucking rad. I taught myself to fucking downshift properly. Was living at the time local to Mount Tambourine. Holla holla, get dollar. Anybody out here represent Mount Tambourine? Taught myself to rev match on that mountain. Taught myself racing line. Never died.
That's a plus.
That's a plus. And sent the tires immaculately bald on it. They were literally just smooth.
Tout the record. I think this is time for you to flex your record on the tambourine track.
Oh, so Tambo, starting from the bottom. Now we're here. Starting from the bottom to that's such a bad joke. Starting from the bottom to the shell at the top before you take the right to head down the goat track. That's roughly about 12 kilometers. Tambourine's technically about 11.2, but it's about 12 kilometers. So I did that in 10:47. Which is faster than a kilometer a minute going uphill in a 1.3 liter car, which is decent. at least. But I killed that car. I blew, so it blew a hole in the side of the transmission, and I didn't have money to fix it, so I left it, and I left it, and I left it. Press F, and then it seized. Transmission seized. Very bad. Seized to the point where I couldn't move the gear stick out of neutral.
That's when it was truly dead.
Yeah, that was at Edward Street.
Yep.
The sad part about that was the day before it died, I filled the tank.
I remember how salty you were about that.
I was so salty because fuel was really expensive. I filled the tank for like $70.
Yep.
And then I put it on a tilt tray for $50.
Oh, that blows.
Yeah, bought that car for $1,100 with my jury duty money.
Didn't you actually? Did you end up siphoning any of it?
No, I just put it on a tilt tray.
Wait, it was $1,100?
Yeah, $1,100.
Do you think you got $1,100 of driving out of it?
Absolutely. I owned it for more than a year.
Exactly.
Caned it.
But still, it's annoying. That $70.
I know it's annoying.
I got it up to 170, man. That thing come out of the factory in 95 with 75 horsepower. A lot of those horses have escaped over the years. So
they now live free in the wilds of Mount Tamarind.
Absolutely. 0 to 100 in about 3 days.
He set them free. He let them go home.
But that was my second car. Then my first bike came slightly before the Festiva died. Thank God. The 250 RR Repsol 2012. Holla holla. Did wheelies on that thing. Loved it. Killed it. Broke the transmission. You see a recurring theme here? Coming back, crossing the border about near Pigabeen, and I slammed it down into second gear.
And on that day is when I remembered seeing the message in the group chat. Can someone come get me?
Yeah, I'm in New South Wales.
I'm in New South Wales.
Come and get me.
I think I was there. Was that? That was after one of
It was
the
in
parties.
a group chat.
No. I was there.
You
on
were
that
there
day.
in the afternoon. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, and you were like, "What the?"
Who's this guy? That's when I hated you because you tried to bone me.
Oh, sorry, babe. You're tight. Anyway, I'm just trying to be groovy, brother. Anything for a McDouble.
That's my saying. Get out of it.
Anyway, yeah. So the Repsol died. I've still got that actually. I paid $2,000 for that.
Yeah, you still
outright.
have that, don't you?
Still have it. It's in parts at Brian's house. I just need to replace the motor because the motor and the gearbox is one whole part.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian. He's a good nut.
Absolutely.
But yeah, then came my second bike, which was keeping with the Honda theme, a 2016 CBR 500 RR.
CBR, yeah.
I got it brand new from Warwick, Top 2 Motorcycles, holla. Crashed
Brand
it.
new.
Yeah, brand new. It had 2 kilometers on the clock.
It was really nice.
They took
How
it.
much did you pay for it?
I paid $6,900 for that.
Brand new.
Brand new.
A racing bike, brand new, $6,000.
It was a road bike, but
Well, either way.
yeah, bikes are cheap.
It was really sweet.
Yeah, it was.
Bikes are cheap.
It was a run out model. They had 2 left on the showroom floor, and they needed to bring in 2017 stock. So they took $3,000 off the price.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I rode away 6 months rojo, fully insured for $6,900. Rode it home in the wet. But I had that
So
for.
that would have been, pretty happy.
Yeah, it was sketchy coming over the Toowoomba range.
Oh,
in the rain
no.
at like 9
coming
o'clock
down the hill.
Coming down the range, 9 o'clock at night in literally torrential rain.
How'd you get out to Warwick?
My parents drove me and they followed me back.
Oh.
But yeah, that was my second bike. I had that, so I got it in February of 2017. Crashed it just before March. I was coming. Shut up. I was coming around a corner. It was partially my fault.
Wait, was it that short?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Crashed it in like April 27th,
Was that this year?
2017.
So I wasn't around when you had it.
No, you would have been because it was Edward Street.
2017.
Yeah, we're at Edward Street in 2017.
2017.
I met you guys late 2017.
No, you met us late 2016. Oh, wait, no, it would have been this year I crashed it, right? It was April this year.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was about a year between.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
That's all right. No, I knew it was
Dumb.
longer. I don't think you only. I was gonna say I don't think
No,
you
I
only
bought
had
it-
it for a month.
I bought it this year, sorry.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm just dumb. I'm losing track of time, man. This year's gone too quick.
It has. This year has
really
gone
has.
extremely quick.
Absolutely.
But I crashed it, come around a corner too quick, hit diesel, low-sided at only about 45. That was enough to give me a permanent scar on my knee, rolled 7 times, and
Bugger me.
the left side got completely nailed. Yep, press F. Full comp, got it repaired, sold it. I now currently drive and own a just finished painted off last week. Holla, $5,500, boy, yeet. But yeah, I drive a 1999 BMW 323i E46. That's a mouthful. But yeah, 6-cylinder model, straight 6, manual, 5-speed, got a short shifter in it, got a dodgy clutch, got dodgy wheels. It's a Dodge Mobile. It doesn't lock. Don't find my car. because I don't want you to steal it.
Door fell off.
Door card fell off more than once. Window had to be replaced because it was smashed because the doors don't unlock, so you had to break in to unlock it. But yeah, it's mad. I'm going to track it, buying coils for it on Wednesday. Gonna be mad. Gonna put the lock in. I did actually buy a lock, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
$987 for a lock and key. Not cheap.
Jesus.
Yeah. But that's my spicy Kaya Street. Oh, and I'm on good behavior.
And okay, so what is good behavior?
Okay, so remember how we're a nanny state?
Yes.
Well, we're a nanny
Queensland?
We're
50 years behind. Yeah.
yeah, Queensland rip. Fucking hate this place.
Really? I love Queensland. Get out of
After
it.
going to New South Wales,
I'm moving to Vancouver.
I'd
Bye,
love.
Jamie.
Yeah, see you, nerd. Have fun getting high. I'd love to live in New South Wales or Victoria. I could do it.
I prefer Victoria.
Maybe even South Australia, but that's full of murderers and old people.
Then again, I'm only going to New South Wales for the first time at the beginning of next year.
I've been there a few times. Every time
I've been to
great.
Victoria a lot
Did you?
though.
Oh, it was downloaded in Victoria.
Download was Victoria.
Yeah, it was
right.
Melbourne.
It was Flemington.
Did you go?
No, I had
Okay.
to bail. I had no money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish you could have come.
And so do I. I'll be at.
Are you going to? You're not going to Good Things, are you?
No, but I'm going to download this year because Ghost is going.
Is that in Sydney?
Go.
That's next year, isn't it?
No, next year.
Yeah, it
You're
is
not talking
next year.
about Ghost Main, are you? You don't
No,
like
Ghost BC.
Ghost BC. They go by Ghost now.
Yeah.
Since they got rid of the
But
poppers.
a lot of people still
You would-
recognize them as Ghost
You would
BC.
love Ghost. They're like really satanistic power metal.
Satanic power metal.
But anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, good behavior. So good behavior. The reason I'm good behavior is I went through the Clem 7 tunnel, represent Brisbane.
Come
through-
on, dude. You can stop that now. We know you hate the fucking place.
Fucking M City rep.
MC.
No one, unless you went to that school, no one's gonna know that. But yeah, went through the Clem 7. Turns out there's cameras everywhere in there.
Everywhere. Fucking even in the Legacy Tunnel.
Yeah, I know.
That's where I got done recently.
Right? F. But fuck you, Torrin. We're going through the tunnel. I was on a loaner ride with one of my instructors actually. But we're going through the tunnel, and my instructor was like, "Hey, you got the baffle in your aftermarket exhaust. Let's take the baffle out, make it sound like a tractor." So we did, and I thought it was great. And I downshifted, and I was revving it because I'm a hoon. And I downshifted in second and just went for it and got done doing 91 and an 80. Which is,
Oh,
That's
no.
actually exactly the
Your-
same speed I got done for, 91 and an 80.
Yeah.
Your driving instructor.
yeah, my riding instructor, because I was on my L's.
So for bikes,
Yeah, so when you get your license, right, you have to go onto your restricted learners for 3 months, and you have to be accompanied by a learner, either in a car or on a bike. And that's what I was on.
yeah, that's what he was up to at the time.
But anyway, yeah, so I got done there, and then I got done. Oh, I forgot. I had one other car before the Beamer, the Radstra.
Oh, yeah. How did you forget your sick Barina, dude? Astra.
Astra. Jesus.
Astra.
How many
19
times have I made that mistake?
Yeah,
What
19
color was the Astra?
silver.
I'm trying to remember it. I don't think I remember it.
No, I didn't have it at Edward Street.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
was
I.
really
I don't
old
think I
and
even.
boxy.
Yeah, I don't think I even saw
Yeah,
you with
no-
it ever.
19. Yeah, you did. You came in it. It was 1988 Holden Astra.
Oh wait, the Astra. Okay, no, I do remember. Yeah.
Had pretty sick head unit in it, but yeah, no, I sold that for a profit. Bought it for $800 just around the corner from work. Sold it for $850 to a workmate.
I think that car's awesome. I really like it.
It was really quick. If I if I wasn't living so far from Tambo at the time, I would have got quicker Tambo times.
Wasn't it 30-year-old?
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
30
30
years
years.
this year, 1988. But yeah, so I had that, but
I never got to drive that. It's been unfortunate. I'm happy I've been able to drive the Beamer because I absolutely adore your Beamer.
yeah, but that's true. Yeah, I got done coming back to Red Bank. Coming back to Red Bank from my parents' place in the little industrial state. I got caught doing 81 and a 60, but she let me go for doing 80 in a 60, so I didn't instantly lose my license.
Yeah.
Good call.
But I went on good behavior. But yeah, so good behavior. Can't drive between 11 p.m. 5 a.m. and I've technically got 1 point. So even if I get defected, I lose my license for 6 months.
So moving on now, Got the yeet in. Moving on
Well
now to
done.
a bit of a different sort of topic. We were talking about cars and a bit of the automotive industry before, but now we're going to move on to a separate topic because here in Three in a Bed, we aren't really limited to one topic at all. We talk about what's going on in society and what's going on with us. So basically, we are now moving on to esports in a general frame, and leading this is going to be Torin.
Hello.
What's been going on in that scene?
Yeah, what's that
So,
e-sport of the week, brother?
What's that eSport of the week? Right now, this week, we're going to do League of Legends. And it's
Okay.
League of Legends is a
Spicy.
game the three of us all have serious history with. I feel like if
Absolutely.
you added up Jamie and I's contributions to Riot Games, it would probably be over $5,000.
Oh, back up, homie. I'm on like $8,000 on my own.
I've done
What?
4. I've done 4.
On NA, I was on like 4-7.
You realize Jesse's played since like season 1?
The late season one.
Really?
Yeah, I've played since pre-Vane.
No, as in
How
your,
much?
your dollars.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. NA. Yeah, $3-4,000. Oz.
Did you transfer your account?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've got all my skins and shit. I've got it all. I bought a lot of XP boosts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, go on with your fucking League of Legends.
Okay, so, well, I just want to point out, I just hit $3,000 and I've only played the game for less than 2 years.
Yeah, I started
Played.
playing the game in season 4, which I believe was 2014. And yeah, I've spent a bit over $4,000 in total.
2013.
2013?
Bang.
Yeah.
At the end of 2013, end of season 4.
Yeah, I remember because you were.
It was just when we finished school.
Yeah, well, we're in BCT, and you're like, oh, I like that champion Kale. She reminds me of Paladins
Kale,
from WoW.
man.
She reminds me of Paladins from WoW. She's got
Yep.
bop.
She's got bop.
She got bop. She
All
got
right.
bubble.
So, League is topical this week and the past, month and a half because
mean?
of Worlds. Wow,
League of
Worlds
Legends
is-
World
League is toxic, you mean?
League is
Well,
toxic.
the world champions. The quest to win the Summoners Cup and a big check from Ritter Games. Okay, and for the first time in League of Legends history, a Chinese team has won the world champions.
Woo, Royal never give up.
No, Invictus Gaming. Oh, out of nowhere, Uzi gets denied his championship
Wait, you mean
once again.
Royal didn't win?
Royal gave up. Oh,
You mean Royal's not relevant?
do you
When
mean
have they ever been?
I just hit him
Ooh.
with the Jake Paul.
Irrelevant.
that would be?
Was it Logan
That's
Paul?
Rice Gum.
Oh wait, no, that's fuck. Ah,
Let me guess, I'm irrelevant, right? Isn't that what you think?
Whoa.
Oh.
There's episode
Flexing.
3. We'll just talk about iTab's videos. Anyway.
Who the fuck even won?
yeah.
I know Fnatic was in
Invictus
it.
Gaming.
Invictus Gaming
Yeah,
was
you
the
s-
one to
yeah,
take it
you're
all.
right.
And the finals was Invictus versus Fnatic.
Did they get 3-0'd?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
the
didn't even-
semis and the
Oh.
final were both crap because they were all three of them were 3-0s.
Were 3-0s.
Ah,
There was no
F.
competition. Like Cloud9 got absolutely fucking shit stomped by Fnatic, and then Fnatic got absolutely fucking shit stomped by Invictus.
And we were missing the biggest shit stomp, which was G2, who had beaten RNG in a very close best of 5, then got absolutely rolled in the. I believe it was the second fastest or third fastest best of 3 in world's history. Invictus Gaming just rolling G2. Absolutely.
I didn't actually see those games.
Oh man, pretty much the Shy
Was that
and Rookie.
semis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Shy and Rookie just. I mean, they made
Best top laner.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't
Nah.
come out here.
I love
Don't-
the Shy, dude.
Don't come out here throwing best.
Yeah, no, I think he is best mechanically.
I think
Mechanically, the dude is better than anyone else, in my
yeah,
opinion.
that's valid. I think there are a few bests we can say. We can easily say Rookie's the best player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. RNG biggest chokers in the world. The Date Award goes
Uzi. Biggest sad boy in the world.
Uzwa.
I mean, did he cry on stage like Faker?
Ooh.
I don't think he did.
Oh, how
because
dare you?
You seen how Uzi
Barrel roll
looks,
off a
dude?
cliff.
Dude, you seen how Uzi looks? He's an angry looking fucking dude.
He's a big pig looking
He's
dude.
not gonna cry,
Yeah.
but he's gonna go home and he's gonna beat someone.
He's gonna beat his wife.
He's gonna
and
beat
kids.
his wife and kids. Yeah.
Who did cry? Rookie cried. Rookie cried after he won.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
but
was
that's, like,
out there
happy.
with he was out there with Caster June, and he just started fucking balling. And then Rookie's Korean. He was an import.
Yeah.
So technically, Koreans still won this year.
God damn it, dude.
Game's been
Why
going
can't they just-
downhill since season 2.
Why can't they just fucking stay out of it one time? Fnatic were I don't like Fnatic. I don't like half the people on their team, but I kind of wish they took it for a Western sort of team. to get it.
Absolutely, that would have been brilliant. Okay,
It's also the highest a Western team has ever gotten, though.
Yeah,
Since season one.
Season one.
Since season
AAA
one.
versus
Season one
Fnatic,
was
that was an
season
all-Western
one wasn't
final.
really a Worlds because there's no Koreans there.
Oh, fuck off.
Ever since Koreans have been there. Well, no, TPA won.
They should
In
go
season
back
two.
to playing
TPA won
fucking...
season 2.
You know why
China.
they keep winning? Because StarCraft died.
Wait, sorry. TPA is Taiwanese.
Yes,
yeah,
they are.
I thought they were.
So now we have all of the eastern regions apart from all of the major eastern regions apart from Vietnam now because Vietnam got made into a major region at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Oh, go Viet.
Go Viet. Which is interesting. So now all the the eastern regions apart from Vietnam have won a world championship.
Oh,
Very
wow,
interesting.
okay. Yeah.
Anyway, what I was going to say is it was a very emotional moment at the very end of Worlds. So Rookie, even though he's Korean, he started translating himself because he was on a Korean stage with a Korean man, Costa Jun. And he started translating what he was saying in Korean into Chinese for all his Chinese viewers, and it was like a real heartwarming thing. So now
That's
he's
cool.
like the most loved man in China.
Yeah.
Very interesting. 129 million Chinese people watched that final.
Wow. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
That's insane.
that's
how was World's viewership as a whole this time
Pretty good.
compared to other years?
Pretty
or-
good, yeah. So the final was the most I don't think it was the most viewed from the Western side, but it was the most viewed esports event ever because
Wow.
that Chinese viewership is a obscene boost. We had we surpassed 1 million million views on Twitch and YouTube combined because that's something that's interesting now is so Twitch hasn't grown much, but the YouTube live stream
has grown a lot.
absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So there was 200,000 viewers just on the YouTube stream, which was up from like 5,000 last year.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of people are actually using YouTube now.
That's good. And I feel like a lot of those people who are using YouTube now were Twitch users.
Yeah, but
Because
in the
Twitch
same
has gone
time,
downhill.
Twitch has gone downhill, but in the same time, the Twitch viewership didn't drop that much.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually went up just a small amount.
So something I wanted to point out there, and I guess what would be my esport of the week would be actually World of Warcraft because they
Ooh.
recently had their BlizzCon.
BlizzCon.
And in BlizzCon,
we're not going to
we're not going to talk about Diablo. That's for another time.
Is
In
this
BlizzCon,
April
however,
Fool's joke?
this we might talk about it a little bit, but that's later. We're
No
talking
more
about the good
games of
part.
the future.
We are talking about the good part of BlizzCon before we get to the nasty part. So
is
the
there a
good
good
part of BlizzCon is that for anyone who follows 3v3,
Hey, boy.
3v3 World Championships, in BlizzCon, Method Orange took the championship, which means Sea-Doo, who has
Lad.
only been to Worlds 4 years in a row
Finally
and never
one.
finally won a World Championship
boy.
4-0.
Nice.
So,
Sea-Doo's my fucking lad.
He
honestly.
is my favorite
He's a
WoW
good
player.
nut.
He's a good dude.
He's a
Plus,
chill brother.
he what I wanted to point out in parts of this is something this is amazing, and I never thought I would ever say this nor see it. But this is probably going to amaze you, Jesse, being a WoW player as well. The viewership of the World of Warcraft 3v3 Arena World Championships surpassed that of the Riot World's Championship on
No
Twitch.
way.
On Twitch.
Yeet,
Yep.
brother.
On
Wow.
Twitch. Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's good news.
And that's a big thing for WoW because their streams, their production quality, it's never been really up there compared with Riot. And now that they're really pushing their 3v3 championships and, all of the production quality behind the big playthroughs of the games, everything is really
that's-
going up and they're getting a lot of viewers. And it's awesome because 3v3 has always been such an energetic sport for
I know.
esports.
It's good news, but I think a lot of it has got to do with just how stale the meta became, especially at the high level play. Like every second game is either RMD, RMP. It's the same shit. Like
A lot of boomies now.
that's wow, really? A lot of boomies.
A lot of boomies.
Wow, shit. They must have. Do they have a big rework to their kit recently?
Yeah, no, they're pretty. They like one hitters pretty much. They just get a proc,
Yeah.
60k into
Yeah.
health pools that are 150k. Like it's a big chunk. But basically, yeah. In Sea-Doo's team there was Sam and Sam I am, and he played Boomy I think 3 out of the 4 games,
Nice.
and yeah, he was their sole damage dealer.
I
So,
like it.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it's awesome to see Sea-Doo finally win because that's.
Yeah.
Been 4 years where he's gone to BlizzCon, never won.
It's like that. What's that one fucking actor that never got an Oscar?
Leo.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. He's like the Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, it's
of
been
WoW.
such a crazy big year for Sea-Doo because he also not only did he get married this year, he also had
Oh,
he also had a child this
Oh,
year.
shit. For real? Son?
Yeah.
Sea-Doo's
Sea-Doo's got a kid.
Oh, that's gonna be
He
the
also
most
had a
fucked
child
up
this
kid.
year. He's really cute. And they also got another dog, so they now have 4 golden retrievers.
As you do.
As you do. And he also won Worlds.
What a hero.
He's living.
That reminds me, you've reminded me perfectly of the other crazy esports thing that happened at BlizzCon this year. You might not know because Jesse, as Jesse said before, StarCraft dead game.
It is.
For the first time in 20 years, a non-Korean is the world champion at StarCraft.
Fuck, who won?
I don't know. I don't remember his name. I just remember.
But he's non-Korean.
He was an American, an NA dude. I don't remember his name.
Pro Tours?
Not having a clue what his name is. We can fact check in the comments. But seriously, first time in 20 years, the Koreans are losing everything apart from Rookie this year.
I swear to God, if someone like comes out of nowhere and just says "fucking White Row won it," boy.
I think his name was K something. I don't remember.
Ah, fucking
K Roan? I don't know.
Yeah.
Meh.
Cabron.
Cabron,
I was gonna say because if I'm not even sure of White Row's nationality, but he's like a big player in the scene. He's been around since
a long time. I've heard of his name, and I don't play StarCraft.
He's like
been
40.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
White Row's been playing since like pre-Brood War, man.
That's crazy.
He's a legend. But anyway,
all right. But I feel like that wraps up eSport of the week.
Other than Diablo.
Okay. We can do Diablo.
So
I shouldn't have mentioned that.
oh boy,
Is this a late April Fool's joke?
He's new red shirt guy.
Yeah,
he's new red.
Even
shirt.
though Red Shirt Guy was actually there.
Was he?
Yeah, he asked some questions later.
Nice. Fucking A. Nah. What are you doing, Blizz? Why are you reskinning D3 and putting it on the phone? Like,
Okay.
Everyone has a mobile phone, right?
I've watched a few things on this already.
But it's D3. It's been dead since they had the fucking real money auction house.
Yeah. So I've already watched some perspectives on this, some other episodes of various things, and okay, so from a professional standpoint, you can understand why they do it mobile.
Yes,
based,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
think about the money. Okay. What we need to remember, and it's disgusting to say it, and I fucking hate saying it every time, but Blizzard is not Blizzard anymore. Blizzard is Blizzard Activision.
Oh, that.
You see, you go to your fucking Battle.net launcher and you see Black Ops there, you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
That is Activision, right?
What the fuck
so
happened, Blizz? Where's your
that's
integrity?
why, I'm sorry, but that is why Blizzard has gone to mobile. It's not Blizzard,
makes
and
total
I
sense.
hate seeing people, sure, they're now doing it and it's under Blizzard and everything, it's a Blizzard game, but it's Activision's influence that has done this.
Yeah, that's
It's
valid.
not Blizzard 100%.
It's a money grab, is what it is.
And it's a money grab. That's 100% right. But in the same respect, as much as I hate admitting it, that's where gaming is going.
Oh no! Don't.
No. I'm not wrong.
He's not.
Are
wrong.
you sure?
Yes.
Not to a full extent. It started out with casual gamers. Casual gamers got hooked, and now there's slightly less casual gamers.
You realize, like,
Okay, hold on.
there's
I want
some
you to
fucking
clarify.
ridiculous statistics on people who play, and I know it's just one game, but people who play like shit like Clash of Clans, there's a fucking ridiculous amount of people that play that. There's like 55 million people that play that.
Competitive scenes are starting to emerge in a lot of mobile games. And
That's true, actually. Yeah.
I mean, the moment PUBG came to mobile was the moment everybody should have woke up and realized, hey, this is actually achievable. We can get a decent fucking hardcore community on a mobile device. And it's just going to keep growing from there. The thing I don't like about the Blizzard Activision move is it's a game that already exists that's better on multiple platforms and is dead. I don't think bringing it to mobile will revive it. Not long enough to beat the likes of
Everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting for a fucking Diablo 4.
Yeah. And they're
I feel
just
like
stalling.
I will lose you the both of you for 2 months. The minute Diablo 4 comes out, I won't talk to you.
We're not Diablo players.
Oh, really?
No,
That's
Path of
interesting.
Exile.
I like it.
If I'm
You
gonna,
like PoE?
if I'm fucking oath, dude. If I'm gonna play an ARPG, I'm gonna play Poe because it's more freeform. The community is just really driven. The community reminds me of the RuneScape community, it all comes down to the marketplace. There's no gold. It's you trade with what you need, and that's it. It's all gameplay focused.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Poe. But
I think what I want to point out right now is I want to just about a Diablo model is I want to because now it's been announced and the hype immediately has been killed. You're right. The community said no. We're not going to hype this at all. So when it comes out, it's going to be dead. It's going to be dead on arrival because the community backlashed it immediately. I mean,
it's
5 out of 10
in
times.
transit.
Yeah, exactly. 5 out of 10 times just doesn't happen when they announce it. 5 out of 10 times, I feel like the Blizzard community is more content with that. with more content. And it's like, yeah, I gotta play Diablo on my phone now. Lit. I feel like it's just because they were so hungry for 4, and then this is a kick in the face.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like,
I agree, because it was almost not teased, but it was almost said a few times that they would be working on a new one, and like
it's like ordering a nice hard shell taco and getting delivered a soft burrito with a dog shit in the middle. That's really what it's like.
Yeah, it's not what they wanted, and at the same time, I feel bad for them because
I don't. They have more money than God.
Okay, so like the way I feel bad is because they did, and it's not people at the front. It's not the people who make the money. It's not the presenters. It's the devs that work on this shit. Fucking ridiculous hours of the day to have the crowd boo them.
Yeah,
and they're not getting paid to do their own game. They're getting paid to make something for mobile, so they make something for mobile. Yeah, they're told to do that. You boo all these people, you've just booed all this work that people have been doing for like years.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, are they really doing work, or is it just a mobile port of a shit game?
I think what you got to realize, it's their job, and I think that the booing and the incredible, like, as much as there's a negative aspect to that, if you don't boo, if you just take it, if you take it,
they might
standing
continue
up.
down
If
that
you
path.
eat the horseshit sandwich, you're gonna get nothing but horseshit sandwiches for
exactly.
years, because horseshit is very common.
Mm-hmm.
I love that analogy.
Delicious.
Continuing on to that sort of thing, I watched, as I said, I watched a few videos on this already, and one of them was from Quinn, who is also he's a streamer for World of Warcraft. He used to be a Diablo streamer, but he doesn't really play it anymore. He was a big Diablo streamer.
Yeah, I know Quinn. He's pretty chill.
Yeah, I like him. Anyway, he did a big sort of review on this, being an ex-Diablo big sort of player, being a WoW player, and what he kind of targeted was a bit of a problem with a response as well. So I don't know if you've seen actually like the whole booing thing. After the question was asked, he said, "Will this?" The question was provoked by someone who asked. The booing was provoked by someone who asked a question.
Yeah.
The question was, "Do we see this eventually being able to be played on PC?"
And they said no.
And they said, "No, we have no immediate plans for that." Crowd starts booing. Right? While the crowd is booing, one of the other developers, or it was the main guy presenting, I don't quite know, they didn't show it on camera, they just heard the voice, saying, "What? You all have mobiles?"
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
So
that
memed
did
now.
not help the situation
No,
whatsoever.
'cause-
That response made people angrier.
Absolutely, because it's ignoring the community. Blizzard is a PC-based community. They've been around for years. They've made their name with World of Warcraft. It's known as the hardcore PC gamer game. There's stereotypes for a fucking reason. And if they're just going to go ahead and try to ignore their heritage, all the hardcore dedicated people are just gonna
leave
shit in your bowl.
Do you think they won't leave?
You'll never truly kill a Blizzard fan, because World of Warcraft will be going before, like, when the day the sun goes supernova. World of Warcraft's been around since 2004, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. It'll be around in one fashion or another.
Classic WoW.
Yeah, classic WoW. Good point. But fucking, like, you can't kill a true hardcore Blizzard fan, but at the same time, not keeping them happy is just as bad as killing them.
Jeopardizing yourself.
Exactly. But I think
there's almost a different audience, because you realize Path of Exile is huge now.
Yeah.
Path of Exile is just blisteringly massive these days. I think that, after Diablo 3 and, they've had their fun with it, they've moved on. So you either see, this is another reason, like, this is just another wave that Blizzard, they go, we aren't working on a Diablo 4 for PC, so this is another wave of fans they send over to Path of Exile. And, Jagex or whoever makes the game is like, thanks.
Yeah.
We'll be taking those guys.
That's a good,
see you never.
That's a good point. How do you think Diablo Mobile is going to compete with RuneScape? Because everybody know old school RuneScape.
It's back on the mobile, boys.
It's on the mobile, and honestly, side note,
different player base, in my opinion.
Side note, I think it should have always been a mobile game.
Ooh,
the port's very good.
The port is just it works. It's
smooth.
The only thing I think lets it down is PKing. PKing is like, if you want to be a hardcore player and you want to fucking do your prayer flicking, do your pots, getting your specs on time, it's not the most intuitive thing. The UI is on two sides of the screen.
Yeah.
It's a little bit less responsive than PC.
Then again, it's the first version, right?
Yeah, it's the first
Yeah,
version.
it came
it's,
out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's only got time to improve, but for a lot of the casual players like myself, skilling is just fun to do because skilling is pretty mind-numbing, but it can be enjoyable. For instance, I'm a smoker. I sit outside after work, I chill, I have a beer, I have a couple smokes, and I talk to my roommates about the day or whatever. In the background, just be chopping some logs.
Yeah.
Could be doing some fletching. I could be doing my Agi course. I could be doing some mining.
It's a good time sink.
It's a good time sink. It's something that you don't have to put amazing amounts of effort into.
Yet still rewarding.
To get some good rewarding. And just another side note, the fucking soundtrack, man. God.
Nostalgia.
Not even nostalgia. I was never a big RuneScape player.
Jagex did it well,
Jagex, their fucking sound design is just on point. Not for the birds. Birds sound more retarded than that one where we're walking in. It sounds like a fucking whoop, whoop. The bird sounds dumb. But the music, like even the Dwarven Mine, man, it's just, you know you're at the Dwarf area because of the music.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I do agree with RuneScape. I think that was much better implemented.
That's how Blizzard should have done
Yeah.
Diablo.
And another thing on how Blizzard should have done it, this was also addressed in Quinn's video, was previously at E3,
Yeah.
they actually released a mobile game. Now, I don't quite know what it was. It was Skyrim. But a mobile
Skyrim Blades.
Yes, Blades, that's it. They released that. But you know what they also did at E3? They released that, and then they did a teaser for the new Skyrim game for PC.
Yeah,
Right? They gave you two options. They didn't say, we're making Skyrim into a fucking mobile game. They gave you that. Everyone's like, oh, that looks sick. I'll be able to play that on my phone. And then they say, oh, shit, there's a new Elder Scrolls coming out on the PC as well. If you do that, if Blizzard did exactly the same thing, I guarantee you they would not be getting the same amount of hate. Because they show the mobile game, they say, play Diablo Immortal. Oh, 5 minutes later, screen goes black, Diablo 4 on the PC next year.
And that would have built hype because...
And everyone would be like, oh shit, and I can just play Immortals until 4 comes out.
Exactly. Because
And Blizzard would have printed another Everest-sized mountain of money.
Yep.
Exactly. See, the thing with the Skyrim one, that's a good example because for the people that are like, Skyrim Blades, yeah, sure, it's whatever, it's a thing, it's not really my thing, I'm not a mobile gamer, they have something else to look forward to. The moment that Blizzard shits in everyone's hands and makes them try and fucking clap by giving them a mobile game saying, why the fuck would you want another PC game? That was the bad move.
Absolutely.
That was the bad move.
I think you're spot on because I am that guy. Absolutely. I am unbelievably hyped for Elder Scrolls 6, and I'm going to play Blades. I'm going to play the shit out of Blades because it looks fun. It looks great.
It's on your phone. It's easy access.
Bingo.
But they didn't just ram that in front of your face. They didn't just say, we've only got this for you this E3. We've only got a fucking mobile game for you.
I'll be honest.
Especially when BlizzCon is BlizzCon. It's a Blizzard thing.
Yeah.
And Blizzard goes, okay, for Diablo, we just have a mobile game for you. All right, see you later.
Yeah, you'll have a mobile phone. You'll need it. There you
Yeah,
go.
they're literally just saying...
Dug themselves a fucking hole.
Yeah, they're just like, we build a coffin, we want you to nail yourself inside in it. That's what they did. But
I think you are so very spot on because even that announcement... Oh, I still...
So poorly done.
No, I'm talking about the Skyrim one.
Oh, right.
So when Todd Howard went, and this is the one you've all been waiting for. See, I literally just got goosebumps just from saying those words because I'm so excited for Elder Scrolls 6.
Absolutely, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be very good.
That's a little bit off topic from fucking League though.
Yeah,
That's
League of
all right.
Legends,
Esports in general. We just talked about
games announcements.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, there's a good point. Blizzard manages at BlizzCon. There was StarCraft. There was the World of Warcraft. There was Overwatch tournament.
Yeah.
So they and Hearthstone. So they have 4 active esports. Just in under one company. That is
And
Valve has
they're not
2.
they're not stale at all. As I said, the 3v3s are growing. Overwatch is growing as a esport. I haven't
Well,
watched
that's
any.
because Blizzard's pouring massive amounts of money into the OWL.
If anything like that's going to happen. But like, I've never watched it, but I imagine it would be quite exciting.
It's all right because they poached a crazy amount of talent from other esports.
Yeah, of course. It's Blizzard.
But
anyway,
so sad. It makes me really sad. I don't watch the OWL out of principle because they took one of my favorite CS:GO casters. They took Semler and they took Uber, and they don't work. The two of them don't work CS:GO events anymore because they just do the OWL, and that sucks. It sucks because Semler and Anders was the premier casting duos. They casted 5 major finals in a row from 2014 to 2016, and then Blizzard goes,
can we have you?
can we take half the duo?
It'd be like if we
And
lost
ruin it.
Pastry Time.
Yeah, exactly.
If we lost Pastry Time, the world would be a sad
Or
place.
if we lost, no, it'd be worse than that. That's us losing Jat. That's league losing Jat.
Could you imagine if we lost Jat? Holy shit, he's the cute little preppy boy that everybody loves to see. He's always got a smile on his face. If we lost Jat, man, I would literally.
That's what
literally
Blizzard
not watch
did to
words.
CS:GO.
Yeah,
They took our
can
Jat
understand.
away, and then they
Okay, just on that topic then, who's your favorite league caster?
Papa Smithy.
Yeah,
Because the only league I watch is the LCK.
Yeah.
I like Smithy. See, I like Papa. He's Papa bless.
Papa bless.
Papa bless. I think Jat. I want to say Jat. I really do, but I miss the boy himself. Number 3, the third. You know who I'm talking about. Riv Dog.
Riv Dog.
The lacking game knowledge, but great voice
Dude,
and great hype.
He's a hype monster,
Yeah.
dude. Fucking just. I just nostalgia for
See,
me.
my personal favorite isn't actually someone who has said a lot, but I really like Dash, like a lot.
Dash is cool.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I think he's really good.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
All right.
too.
I'm gonna do something a bit gross. FMK.
Oh my god.
FMK. Shorks. The Froscarin, and who's the other one? Olivie. FMK. Froscarin.
Fuck Shocks instantly.
Yeah?
That's like lifetime
Yeah,
goal.
fuck Shocks, marry Overly, and kill Froskurin.
Ooh. All right.
I'm saying with Jamie.
You're gonna
I'm
hate me
saying-
for this.
He wants Froskurin.
I'm killing Shocks. I'm marrying Frosk, and I'm banging Olivie.
You're fucking.
Olivie's
gay.
really cute. She'd be
Olivie's
a great
adorable,
wife.
dude. Actually, no. You're right. I'll marry. I'll bang Froscarin because I like that alt girl.
It's Shocks though.
I don't like it. I don't like the blonde.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like the look? She just got those eyes. You know?
She's pretty.
She is pretty, but I don't like her.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's pretty much our esports segment. We got a little bit off topic, but that's okay.
3 in a bed objectifying women since day one.
First episode, guys. That's all right. Alrighty, we're moving on to something called the odds game now. So I want to throw that to Jesse. What is this all about?
Absolute. Okay, the odds game. So, what are the odds? Basically, you may have remember I mentioned Bermagui a little while ago. Got a good mate down there, and he introduced me to the odds game. Basically, it's like a dare, right? So you think of something that people would not like to do, right? And then you ask them, what's the odds that you do it? Basically, it's like a dare with math involved. You really don't want to do
Sounds
something.
horrible.
It's actually great. Really don't want to do something. You can pick between 0 and 20. 0 means you'll do it. 20 means you really don't want to do it. Right? Once you've picked your odd range, so say I say, Jamie, what's the odds you lick one of these open fucking aux ports? If you said, right?
The face he just made.
It's just an example. I'll let you off this time. But if he said 10,
20.
20. Okay, so he says 20, right? So now we both have to pick a number ranging from 1 to 20. And then we count down from 3. And
So in your head, you pick a number.
in your head, you pick a number. Count down from 3, and then
You say that number out loud.
you say that number out loud at the same time. If that number's the same, they have to perform the odd. If it's one number apart, so if I say 19, he says 20, that's a split. You halve the original odds range. Only time you can't do that is when it's below 5.
The range is below 5.
Yeah, when the range is below 5.
You can't split. Yeah.
Exactly. If you say 0 for the odd, just means you'll do it. But yeah, if you lose an odd and you have to do it and you back out like a pussy, male or female, the person that is backing out has to get kicked in their genitals as hard as the opposition can. And that's the odds game.
That's a terrible
I feel
fate.
like you missed one thing. You can just deny an odd. If you don't want to do it,
you can
just say
straight
no.
up. You can just say
If
no.
you
I'm not
do
doing
it,
that.
so you have to say, if you go too far in it to the point where you've counted and you say your number
Yeah,
and you
you're-
don't
you're
like the
locked in.
results, you've locked in.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's in the offer that it can be declined.
Yes, exactly. So, great example. In Bermagui, my friend, who shall not be named because he's underage,
Oh no.
he drank quite a lot of alcohol. We're talking like 15 beers, like 6 cruises.
What a hero already.
4 shots of gin. He was blotto.
That's 25 standards.
Yeah, I vomited on my shoes. I did a nice cheeky little strat purge. But I vomited on my shoes accidentally, and I took my vomit-covered sock off, and I threw it in front of him. I said, hey, what's the odds you eat my vomit sock?
No.
And he dead-ass looked me in the eyes and said, 10? And we went 3, 2, 1. We both said 6. So he didn't want to get kicked in the nuts because that pain is quite terrible, and I was not going to hold back. So he picked up my vomit sword
Jesse, you're a scumbag.
off the outside ground,
Jesse, you're a scumbag.
put it in his mouth for like a solid 3 seconds, and it came out with puke behind it. And he puked all over his brother's carpet floor, all over Tato's floor.
Oh,
That's the odds.
anyway, that's a teaser for what's to come.
Exactly.
Anyway,
So-
each week, this is going to happen. Whether that's one, we'll work it out. Whether that's one per person or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a
anyway,
good
we're
idea.
just going to film that, and that's going to be on our podcast as well. That'll be the video
Absolutely.
aspect of our podcast, and that'll be available every week.
So,
Tune
Jamie,
in to What Are the Odds, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
as a
That'll
teaser,
also be
I
additional.
have an odd for right now.
No.
Oh, you do?
Ooh.
No,
What?
Jamie.
Nothing right now.
Nothing right now, but
No.
Jamie, it's
You
an
can
odd.
tease it.
you can
What's your actual
the
thing gonna
odd? Jamie, what is the odd that you leave your hair as it is?
I decline.
Oh,
My hair needs to be beautiful, so
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna make it right.
For
Okay.
reference, he looks like if a flamingo got bleach poured on it.
no.
Speaking of which, we're going into a bit of a lifetime chat now. So I've made some poor lifetime decisions.
Yes, you have.
Oh. Yes, he has. ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I think I can describe his hair much better. So he
Yes.
has sort of old man puff up, sort of that gross white hair old people
Gross
have.
white.
And
It
then
is.
Papa Smurf's come along and jizzed in his hair.
Papa Smurf straight shot a load up the side of his head. It's really not good, hey.
No, it'll be
Ah.
fixed up. Don't worry, it's all good.
It
It's all
was
good.
it was all right when it was like grey, but now you just kind of look like a fucking snow cone.
with this, like the flavor drizzle is really inconsistent. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like one of those shitty carny snow cones you get.
It's like an apprentice barista is kind of.
They just put a fucking accidental dick with the whipped cream.
I like
Yes.
that. It wasn't accidental. That's what I
Yeah.
ordered.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What about you though? What about
Now
your
me,
hair?
my hair's beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
He rescued his hair.
I did.
Yeah, I'll do Torrens' hair. So, it's pretty simple. Just he's a skinny white boy. So
That's me.
without the face tats, little peep. There you go.
Little peep.
For my life, can't say that shit.
It's straight up little peep style. Not quite as short on the sides. It's
Yeah, no.
kind of wispy. He's got that Danish heritage
Danish.
and nice dirty blonde.
Yeah,
Kinda-
dude, I'm liking it. I love it a lot.
If Kurt Cobain was queer.
Hey, I think you're projecting, mate.
But basically, from my perspective, I guess, at least for my hair, the reason I couldn't take that odd is because I'm currently going to be fixing my hair, and I'm also doing some headshots from that point on
Oh,
because I'm going into a bit of acting.
oh,
So I need my hair to be
what
fixed.
are you acting in? Can you say?
I can't say.
Oh,
Legally binded not to.
He
wow.
can't say it because there's nothing yet.
No, there is a project that I can't
Oh,
talk
you
about,
didn't tell me.
so-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
That's
go.
why.
I'll shut my mouth. I'll shut my mouth.
It's just gay porn.
That's why I can't talk about it, and you just
It's-
mentioned it. I'm going to
it's
have to cut this
literally-
in the edit.
Literally all underball shots.
I got the camera
Oh,
for
so
it.
it was actually Papa Smurf.
Ball,
Yes.
Ball Bangers 7.
Yes,
Directed
exactly.
by Jamie. Directed by Jamie Collins, starring Jamie Collins.
Yeah, basically, I'm getting paid
Sorry,
a lot for that.
he's solo starring, so it's just him
I'm feeling-
beating up his nuts.
I am filling multiple roles, so I'm
Literally,
making some fucking bank
just
off that.
just
dude.
you jerking in a sweaty like sauna from a ball
Sauna
cam
with an
view.
old man in the
Just
corner.
multiple shots of your crack as you're fucking ranking one out.
Mhm,
Nice.
Yeah,
Loving it.
Yep.
Mick loving it.
So
Beautiful.
that's pretty much me at the moment. I'm currently on holidays from university though, so
But you're
though
still here.
fucking
But I'm
here.
still here.
Nerd.
but people expect that
Yeah.
because I do a lot here, so I'm staying
Okay.
here for a
Yeah,
while.
that's good.
I've got 1 year of uni left, and then I'll have my bachelor's degree.
I'm proud of you.
Excited.
Yeah.
Good job.
What's the official title of your degree, Jamie?
Bachelor's degree in creative
TV
arts,
nigga.
majoring film and television and radio.
Ooh,
Nice.
So yeah, big old projects next year
I have 6 months left of TAFE.
of TAFE. And what is that, a diploma?
No, it's a Cert 4.
Cert
Cert 4 in adult tertiary preparation.
Oof.
I
That
think
means
say
I can-
adult films.
Ooh, I
Cert
wish
4
I
in adult films. I'll hit you up for one of my next projects.
You just sit there and watch like a fucking 18 months worth of pornography and you're like, you're good to go, baby. You know all the tricks of the
But
trade
it
now.
was a year and a half.
No, I started at the halfway, so it'll be just a year. I could have done it in 6 months, but I'd take it slow.
My TAFE course, because I did a diploma to get into the bachelor.
Oh, okay.
So my TAFE course was a year and a half.
Okay.
And that's how I met Seb.
Oh.
Was through that TAFE course.
So Seb did creative arts as well?
Yep.
That's something I
Seb
wouldn't have
has a
expected.
diploma in screen and media like me.
Really?
Yep.
Would not have expected that.
For reference, Seb is our.
Resident
He looks
black
like a
man.
microphone.
He's just Afro Man. Just picture Afro Man.
He looks like a fucking microphone.
With toothpicks in it.
Yes.
Lots of toothpicks.
Sent by yours truly.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
Hey, Lamau.
Hey,
So what's been going on with me? No one asked me what's been going on.
Jesse, what's going on with you? We didn't ask you because your hair is... You're just Jesse's hair.
What about my fucking face that looks like a tackle box?
All right, Jesse.
Yeah.
What's going on in the next couple of weeks with you and your BMW, mate?
Not a whole lot.
He lied. He lied.
Wednesday, boys, payday, rolling around. I'm gonna order me some fucking. I'm not an educated.
Payday.
Man. I'm not an educated man.
You passed grade 12 and you're like, fuck it, that's all I need.
I fucking sat my QCS test and I walked out yelling fucking Hail Satan the whole way.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Ah, yes.
You're not going to give us one, Jamie?
Continue.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
Oh.
babied out. Hail Satan.
Yeah, nice.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, so I've got these eBay special fully adjustable coils lined up for my rad BMW. I'm going to drop it by about a full 1.5 inches all round, maybe more on the rear. Is that a phone, Jamie? Is that it?
Accidental.
Oh, nice.
I was like, why? That literally
There's
sounded
a
like
kid
a
in the
whale song underwater because of the microphones. We're just
Nice. So yeah,
good harmony there.
Thank you. Dropping the Beamer, and I'm going to a track day next month. Going to my first
hell
track
yeah.
day,
That's
so
awesome.
I can be a hoon legally.
Yeah, that's less awesome.
Yeah, it's
What do you mean?
right. No, it's actually pretty rad because I can go whatever speed I like. Just don't ditch it into a wall. But
Are you going to hit 200?
oh, absolutely. I'm going to Queensland Raceway, boy.
Out at Willowbank, boy.
Hell
Boy,
yeah.
local to me, and it's got a 600 meter straight. It
Awesome.
might even be 700.
But plus you'll be doing 80 from the corner, so you probably will
Yeah.
hit 200.
Yeah, I'll at least top it out. I mean, I hit 160 on the way to work this morning.
Jesse,
I was running late.
You're under record here, friend.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get caught, so it's fine.
The statute of limitation for speeding is quite short.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So if I can hit 160 within like a half kilometer on the motorway where I'm not fully booting it, I'm dodging trucks, I think I can hit 200.
I hope you can.
195 at least.
I hope you can.
Because I still got a brake and my brakes are not.
Not the
Amazing.
best. So why callovers instead of a brake kit then?
Because brakes are expensive.
Hey, wait. Willowbank is a drag. You won't be able to get on it if you do it just
Drag
on
strip. I can go to the drag strip anytime I want.
Yeah, so why don't you give that a crack?
Because I don't have a fucking clutch. I got tissue paper.
Yeah,
that's it.
so it's still a quarter mile straight, no?
Yeah, I will do the quarter once I've gotten a decent clutch because work's hooking me up. We can get
Oh yeah, that's right. You're telling us about this.
my clutch is slippy. But my work, we're automotive based. They can get me a trade deal on an Exedi clutch, heavy duty clutch. Yeah, because they're one of our trade partners. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Just doing some car shit, my man. Being a hooligan.
Being a
general.
hooligan, doing some 2 hairs in a car. 3 in a bed, 2 hairs in a car. 6 things.
Yeah, we can
Close
do it.
enough.
Close enough.
Yeah, we'll do some skids up in Brighton again.
I'm gonna tell my mom to listen to this, so we won't be doing skids
Yeah, that's
in
fair
Brighton.
That's
we won't
fair
be doing
enough.
skids in Brighton. We've never done skids in Brighton.
That's never happened, guys.
Also-
You
That's
can
off the
check my
record.
tires. You can check my tires, Mom. They're perfect.
They're
Don't-
clean.
Don't check the tires. They're a little bit blue.
That's fine. That's fine.
Got
That's
some
all
spray
good.
over it. All right.
We'll make sure to let you know. But anyway, that's been our first episode of
Hey,
3 in a
Three in a
Bed.
Bed.
Three in a bed.
Put it here,
yeah,
boys.
Completely
buddy.
done. Good
Woo.
job, everybody. And
I'm-
we will be returning weekly.
Yeah, absolutely. When's this
And-
getting released?
It
Tomorrow,
will be
tonight,
released
who knows?
tomorrow.
Released
So basically, the video should be uploaded by, let's say...
Just say Wednesday.
Tuesday night.
We'll
Wednesday?
say it's going to be up by Wednesday every
Yeah,
week.
record
Alright.
Mondays, up by Wednesdays.
Yep.
Easy.
Most of the time, it's going to be Tuesday night that it will be up, but
Yeah.
we'll say Wednesday.
Yeah.
Blame Jamie's shitty upload speeds.
It's more
Damn
or
it,
less that I'm
Jamie.
actually going to be coming to university to use the upload speed because this one
Oh,
here is very
yeet.
good.
Absolutely.
So
And again, thank you again to Jamie.
thank you very much to the University of Southern Queensland
Absolutely.
for supplying the studio we're currently using.
Absolutely. And all the magnificent equipment.
Yeah, this is great. I am using my own headphones, but this microphone,
It's
spot
pretty-
on.
pretty
I'm enjoying
Really
myself.
fucking neato.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
Nice.
thanks for listening, guys. We will be back next week.
Hail
Bye.
Satan.
See you later.